Wishing all of you a happy Dasara and Vijayadashmi.
Thank you, sir. Same to you.
Okay. Fellow Toastmasters and respected guests, good evening. Welcome to Mind Academy Toastmasters Club, club number 07717440, Area 53, Division L, District 79. My name is Rameshan Nambiar. We are about to commence 12th meeting of Mind Academy Toastmasters Club. To conduct this meeting without any disturbance, I request every one of you to turn off your cell phone or switch it to silent mode. Your cooperation is highly appreciated. Thank you. To succeed in life, we all must have a mission in our life. Just like our individual mission, our club has a collective mission as well. To succeed as a group, we must know the mission statement of our club. The mission of Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. In Toastmasters, we do not discuss RSP, that is, religion, sex, and politics. Therefore, I request you to refrain from these three topics. To preside over today's meeting, we have an energetic and efficient Toastmaster who believes to move forward, it is essential to move in the right direction. Yes, fellow Toastmasters and guests, please help me welcome with a thunderous round of applause our presiding officer for the evening, Toastmaster Balasubramaniam. Over to you, Toastmaster Balasubramaniam.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Rameshan sir. If somebody has to execute certain things in an heartfelt way, I think that opening remarks of you meant to be one. Thanks for that excellent introduction. After all, that is the cornerstone on which teams are built, and this team is no exception. Also, an intended focus to support one another in a team will make the journey an enjoyable experience. Support a fellow Toastmaster when in need. It will make a lasting impression of brotherhood, emotion in each other's memory. At the end of the day, it is the memories we leave behind in this world as our legacy, the rationale for which the whole journey is endured. So, my dear Toastmasters of Mind Academy Toastmasters Club and distinguished guests, let us pursue this effort to be the leaders in our field by learning to the fullest possible opportunities provided by Toastmasters International, and let our journey be in the right direction. Before introducing the Toastmaster of the day and starting the proceedings for the day, I would like to request Toastmaster Mehul Chauhan to read the minutes of our previous meeting. Toastmaster Mehul Chauhan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bala. Here are in brief minutes of the 11th meeting held via Zoom on 12th of October of Mind Academy Toastmaster Club. Presiding Officer Murli Rao welcome all the members and guests. The theme of the day was rebooting yourself. Grammarian and word master Toastmaster Anit Kumar presented the word as repose, followed by new member introduction ceremony, which was occurred first time online in the history of Mind Academy Toastmaster Club. The newly inducted members were Toastmaster Viju Raghavan and Madam Toastmaster Gauri Warrior. There were three prepared speech. First one by Toastmaster Irshad Mohammed, presented level 2, project 1, which was evaluated by DTM Viju CR. Madam Toastmaster Vijla Murli presented level 2, project 2, evaluated by Toastmaster Nandakumar. Madam Toastmaster Soumya Preeti presented level 2 project 1, which was evaluated by DTM Uzma Siddiqui. The best prepared speaker was assigned to Madam Toastmaster Vijay Murli. Best evaluator was presented to DTM Harish Bhargavan, and best TT speaker was presented to Toastmaster Murli Rao. In the business session, comment was made that vote counter is not to be pegged as a TT for the TT session, and VP Education announced the prepared speaker for the subsequent next meeting, and meeting was adjourned at 8:22, a few minutes before the scheduled time. Over to you, Toastmaster Bala.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mehul Chauhan, for taking us through this brief brief minutes of meeting. Dear fellow club members and club officers, is there any addition or modification comments to the just read minutes? If not, the just read minutes will be officially recorded as our 11th minutes of meeting conducted on 12th of October 2020. Thank you. So before I proceed further, I take this opportunity to welcome Toastmaster Manoj Kumar for joining us in the today's session. Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj sir, for joining.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Always a pleasure, sir. Thank you. And I would like to welcome Mr. Manu Harihar, who is going to join the Mind family today. Welcome, Manu sir, soon to be Toastmaster Manu sir. Thank you for joining with us, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Yeah.
Thank you. And once again, I would like to welcome Mr. Deepak, who will be joining us shortly. Once again, thank you, Mr. Deepak, for joining with us today.
It's my pleasure, sir. Thanks for the invite.
Likewise, sir. Thank you. I would also like to welcome Mr. Ramaswamy, connecting all the way from India. Thank you, Mr. Rama, for joining us today. Thank you, sir. Also, I would like to welcome Mr. Tanigai Vail for joining us with Mind Academy Toastmasters Club. Welcome to the session, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your invitation.
It's always our pleasure, sir. Once again, I welcome all the other club members and club officers for the session. And as our proceedings are about to start, so I would like to request Mr. Installation Officer, is there any installations for the evening? If so, you can please proceed with the installation. Please, sir, please proceed with the installation for the evening. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Dear Proceeding Officer, fellow Toastmasters, dear guests, a warm good evening to all of you. It is now our duty and privilege to induct one of our very promising guests into Mind Academy Toastmasters Club. This is an important and remarkable occasion both for the new member and for our Mind Academy. This individual has come to Toastmasters to seeking to improve his communication and leadership, and we now have an opportunity to help him to learn, grow, and achieve his goal. Let me invite our guest, Mr. Manu Harihar, with a thunderous round of applause. Dear Mr. Manu Harihar, would you please raise your hand to acknowledge your presence? Thank you. Mr. Manu Harihar, would you please raise your hand? Oh, thank you very much. Mr. Manu Harihar, you are joining with a worldwide organization that has helped more than 4 million people learn to communicate more effectively. As a member of Mind Academy Toastmasters Club, you will benefit from a proven program of self-development. You will become part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to help one another in a spirit of sharing the knowledge and experience and happiness. Mr. Vice President Education, has this new member been given an opportunity to discuss his needs and goals with the club?
Yes.
Has this new member been told how the Toastmasters program works and the benefit he will receive, as well as the obligations of membership?
Yes.
Who have been assigned as a mentor for this new member?
I think I will have to connect with that. Toastmaster Pala.
Installation officer, our club sponsor DTM Muralikrishnan sir have been requested to be to guide the newly joined Toastmaster Manu Harihar to be as the mentor for.
Excellent. Thank you, President. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Dear assigned mentor DTM Muralikrishnan, as an experienced Toastmaster, you have been asked to help our new member to get off to a good start. Do you accept this responsibility and pledge to share your knowledge and experience with our new member so that he can immediately begin to benefit from his Toastmasters membership?
Yes, Mr. Induction Officer, with pleasure.
Thank you very much. Dear new member, membership with Mind Academy and in Toastmasters International is a privilege that carries with many rewards. Yet it also places certain obligations upon you. We are a group of people brought together to do things we could not accomplish alone. Our collective obligation is to grow and improve ourselves and to share our knowledge and experience with the fellow members in a spirit of enjoyment. This means you must work diligently toward your own self-development, evaluate others' speeches in a spirit of support and sharing, assist the club in reaching its goals, remain positive and keep smile on your face. We ask you, our new member, to dedicate yourself to personal growth, to share this great gift with your fellow members, and to help keep this Toastmasters club strong and dynamic. Dear new member, you may please raise your hand and affirm your membership by repeating the following pledge. Hello?
Hello, yeah.
Okay. I,
Manu Harihar,
in the presence of my fellow members of the Mind Academy Toastmasters Club,
my fellow members of the Mind Academy Toastmasters Club,
make this firm obligation to attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for each assignment, to apply myself to the project outlined in the Toastmasters education program, to participate actively in club activities, to evaluate others in a positive and constructive manner, to build open friendly relationships with my fellow members, and to bring other new members into the club so that they can also gain the benefit of Toastmasters. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Manu Harihar.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Thanks.
Thank you. Dear all Mind Academy members, you may please raise your hand and repeat your club pledge to our new member. We,
the
members of Mind Academy Toastmasters Club,
The members of
Mind Academy Toastmaster Club
pledge to support you in your quest for self-development,
self-development,
to provide you with the positive, helpful evaluations, to maintain a friendly and supportive atmosphere, to give you the opportunities to help others, and to make your Toastmasters membership A rewarding and fulfilling experience.
A rewarding and fulfilling
and
experience.
fulfilling experience.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let me request our Vice President Education to place the virtual membership pin and certificate for the new member.
Thank you.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. With this I just conclude my induction ceremony, but before that before I hand over to the president, let me just share one more good news that our guest Mr. Deepak also shown interest and willingness to become a member of Mind Academy. Hence we will do the induction ceremony for Deepak in our next session on 9th November 2020. With this I conclude and over to our presiding officer. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, induction officer. Indeed, a great going. It adds a lot of energy to the team. And on a more serious note, Manu sir, you have been added to our WhatsApp group as well. Welcome to the family of Mind Academy Toastmasters Club, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. With my pleasure. Yeah.
Always a pleasure, sir. Thank you. So going forward with today's session's agenda, it's my turn to invite the Toastmaster for the evening. She is a student of BA Honors in English at MIT Pune, an aspiring writer and a trained musical dancer. She loves music and reading books. She has an addiction for all things related to investigative and crime-related issues, and she wants to make a bit of difference in this world in a small way. A believer in chaos theory and self-love, it's my honor and privilege to welcome Madam Toastmaster Gauri Jain Warrior to take us through the sessions for the evening. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, presiding officer, for that lovely welcome. And good evening, fellow Toastmasters and all our lovely guests. And a special welcome to Toastmaster Manu. You are this. I was the inductee the last week, so welcome.
Thank you.
It is an honor to be the Toastmaster of the day for this meeting. The person I know wants to be called a they. It could bring us much closer to see them that way. It's a strange thing to think and harder to say, but they so happy when the effort is made. For all the days and thems, it is that I pray. We be kind and accepting and let them be they. Today, the 26th of October is observed worldwide as Intersex Awareness Day. In light of this observation, the theme that I've chosen as the Toastmaster of the day is Gender is a Choice. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights lays out the key principle of modern human rights, declaring all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. International human rights conventions protect all persons regardless of their gender orientation and identity. The World Health Organization defines gender as a term used to exemplify the attributes that a society constitutes as masculine or feminine. But gender identity is the personal conception of oneself as male or female, or rarely both or neither. It is self-identified. In times when we stress the importance of equality between the binary genders, that is male and female, in all fields and forums, we must also try to understand the existence of other gender identities and accept their rights and dignities as human beings. Because this is a developing area of international human rights law, future decisions by courts and other bodies concerning LGBTI rights may significantly alter the scope, interpretation, or implementation of international legal protections. So, as a society, we must all try to evolve and accept to become an equal and empowered community in all aspects. With that note, I move on to introducing the assignees. Now, as the Toastmaster of the day, with great pride, I would like to introduce my team for this evening. Our grammarian and word master of the day is none other than DT Murli Krishnan. An engineer by profession, he's a certified NLP practitioner, life coach maintenance and reliability profession, maintenance and reliability professional, CRP, and the current Division D program quality director. Whew. Wait, there's more. He's also the founder director of Mind Academy and club sponsor of Mind Academy Toastmasters Club. DT Murli Krishnan, it's my honor to invite you to be our grammarian and word master. Could you please explain your role as the grammarian and word master and introduce us to the word of the day?
Toastmaster Day, dulcet Toastmasters, distinguished guests, and Toastmaster Manu Harigar, our fresh Toastmaster in particular. Good evening. First of all, thanks for that very long introduction. Toastmaster of the Day, Madam Toastmaster Gauri Warrior. Today, I have a dual role to play. One is that of a grammarian, and then role of a word master. As word master, I introduce the word dulcet. It's pronounced as dulcet. It's an adjective, and a simple meaning is pleasing. A pleasing personality, a dulcet personality. No, sweet, pleasing to the ears, generally pleasing or agreeable. Those are all the synonyms. Goes on like this: agreeable, blessed, welcoming, jolly, delightful, pleasant, pleasing, and all. And antonyms are disagreeable or unpleasant. And the usages are like, quickly in his dulcet voice, Bala told him what had happened. His dulcet tones could be heard in the corridor. So basically, to emphasize the point, it's nothing but pleasing. You can always address as dulcet Toastmaster or dulcet Toastmasters. So that's all about the word of the day, and I urge all of you to please use the word of the day in your assignments, in your speeches, wherever you get chance to speak. Then next, as a grammarian, I'll try to go through the usages, the grammatical usages, the pronunciations, the way specific words are used in a specific context, and then will I present the report when called upon to do so. So I once again request all of you to please use this word dulcet in your speeches. Over to you, Toastmaster Day.
Thank you, DT Murli Krishnan, and thank you for introducing us to the word of the day. You are a dulcet Toastmaster yourself, so it was really lovely to hear you speak. Next, we have the general evaluator. The general evaluator for the evening is our presiding officer himself, Toastmaster Bala Subramaniam. I will be introducing Toastmaster Bala when we enter the general evaluation session. I do request Toastmaster Bala to come forward and briefly explain your role as general evaluator.
Dulcet Madam Toastmaster, thanks for that opportunity. My role as a general evaluator is to observe and evaluate everything from the beginning to the end of the meeting, and to lead a constructive evaluation session when called upon to do so. I will wrap up the entire proceedings of the meeting, complementing good practices and indicating areas of improvement. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bala. Next up, we have our timer. Again. For the role of the timer, we have a young grade 6 student from IS Jubail, Cavalier Krishna Pramod. He is interested in the matters of science, design, and public speaking. No wonder he is here. Armed with the skills honed by our president himself, I request Cavalier Krishna to read out his role as the timer.
Greetings, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. As timer, I will time the table topic speakers, formal speeches, and the evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using green, yellow, and red cards, which donate specific times remaining. For table topic speakers, time allotted is 2 minutes with a grace period of 30 seconds on the higher side. At 1 minute, I'll raise the green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I'll raise the red card. And it will stay red until the speaker completes the speech. For prepared speeches, time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes in length with a grace time of 30 seconds. At 5 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I'll raise the yellow card. At 7 minutes, I'll raise the red card. At individual evaluations should be between 2 to 3 minutes with a grace period on 30 seconds on either side. At 2 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I'll raise the red card. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Gavile Krishna. You're such a delight to listen to. Moving on, we have our vote counter. As our vote counter, we have a very talented and lovely Madam Toastmaster. And I say this from personal experience. She is a happy homemaker who loves cooking and traveling and learning new things. She is the past VP Education and President of Peria Toastmaster Club and the club mentor of Mind Academy Toastmaster Club. Please help me welcome Madam Toastmaster Vijita Murali to read out her role as our vote counter.
Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, a warm good evening to all of you. Today, my role as a vote counter is to launch the polls after each section and to elect or select the winners and announce the results at the end of the meeting when called upon to do so. Over to the Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijita Murali. Next up is our Table Topics Master. Our Table Topics Master tonight is Madam Toastmaster Soumya Preeti. I will be introducing her in detail in the Table Topics session. May I request Madam Toastmaster Soumya to acknowledge your presence and briefly explain your role as the Table Topic Master.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Fellow Toastmasters, distinguished Toastmasters, Madam Toastmasters, and guests, a warm good evening to one and all. The purpose of the Topics Master is to facilitate table topics where guests and members will have the opportunity to practice their imparting speaking skills. I will introduce a topic and call the speakers who will be given 2 minutes to speak on the subjects. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Soumya. Now, this meeting is divided into 3 different sessions. First up is the prepared speech session, then the table topic session, and the general evaluation session. Now, we are moving on to the prepared speech session. Our first speaker of the evening is our VP Education, Toastmaster Murali Rao. He is a management systems professional and a chemist by trade with an experience of 27 years in the industry. His core role involves coaching and auditing, and hobbies include trekking and dancing. Presenting his level 2 project 1, the title of his speech is A Tampering of Comfort, Tadka Marke. He will be evaluated by Toastmaster Mehul Chauhan. May I request the evaluator to acknowledge his presence and read out the speech objectives.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Toastmaster Murali Rao is presenting level 2, project 1 speech. In this speech, the objective is to identify the primary leadership style of an individual. Speech is about 5 to 7 minutes. A speaker can pick any of the topic based on his choice. The goal is to identify the primary leadership style. Over to you, and all the very best to Toastmaster Murali Rao. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mehul. We have Toastmaster Murali Rao presenting level 2, project 1. The title of his speech, A Tampering of Comfort, Tadka Marke.
Craig Claiborne, an American restaurant critic
and food journalist from the New York Times once said, cooking is at once child's play and adult joy. And cooking done with love is an act of love. Dear Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests, a very good evening. Coming home after half day at school always had that surreal feeling of joy and abundance. God getting elevated with the familiar whiff of the tempering done on the boiling hot dal with chilies, mustard seeds, hing, and all of that stuff. You know, it created a surreal feeling. Of course, my mom would ask me to go and wash my hands and legs before I get to the meal. I could never get my hands on it before doing that. We all have such memories, don't we? Apart from the home-cooked food, being in an urban setup, it introduces you to a lot of other cuisines. My favorite being chole bhature. Chole bhature is a combination of two dishes, a spicy chickpea curry with a bread made of maida. Of course, who can forget the tempering done on the chole with red chilies and strands of ginger releasing its flavors on the hot smoking ghee. Coming back to my mom, I cannot forget the tempering she gave on the freshly cooked coconut and served with hot fluffy idlis. Of course, I never really understood or I never understood what she brought to the table until I lost her. And you know what? Later on, I realized that food is not all about ingredients. It's about the person who is behind those ingredients, who is adding that value. Every now and then, I try to replicate those flavors, those aromas that I have seen in my childhood. Technically, food is something nutritious, which we eat or drink. All living organisms do, and plants absorb them. In my work, my search, almost like trying to find a long-lost Garden of Eden, looking at every nook and corner of information for those flavors and those smells that I carried. Necessity is the mother of invention. Of course, I started cooking in my college days when my dad was not preparing something, you know, good enough for me. Like, let's say, lemon rice or potato sabji and those kind of stuff. It was much later in my life that I started becoming more perfect. And of course, you know that with friends, it's just not enough to be a dulcet. You need to serve them something. And what better way than to serve your friend, your unsuspecting friends, with recipes taken out from cookbooks? And there you go. I made it. If you dig a bit deeper, availability and consumption of food is a life experience. It is not only reassuring to our survival, but at the same time, we derive comfort from familiarity and nostalgia. Experts theorize that at the adolescent age of 12 to 22, we start associating emotional feelings with what we hear, what we smell, and those kind of stuff. Taste may induce nostalgia in part because the neural pathways carry information from the taste buds, ultimately lead in part to the limbic system. And even the smell goes there. So whenever you hear a familiar song or have those familiar whiff of your famous tadka, you know that you're not only trying to feel the ingredients or taste the food that you have, you're trying to relive your experience. It is well documented by Newman Sachs, Stone and Schwartz in Nostalgia and Well-Being in Daily Life, an ecological validity perspective, Journal of Personality and Social Psychology. During my experiment years on food, I started appreciating the finer details of food, like the freshness of ingredients, processes like half boiling, sauté, garnishing, and yes, tempering. The quintessential Indian experience of giving tadka to the dishes, rounding off my cooking skills. It ultimately resulted in having some very memorable friends and moments with my family, the bonds made stronger by the food we share. Nostalgia is a mixed emotion. You know, with nostalgia, there are the kids, when they have enough nostalgia, they grow up to be adults with more self-esteem and with positive effect. With the advent of packaged food and outsourcing of cooking, we find that we are becoming adept at shortcut in cooking. Even if it is partying with friends or going to social functions, we are getting food that's either taken from the shelf or taken from the hotel. Guess what? It's not just the food that you're missing out on. It is, you're missing out on some real opportunities which we could utilize to create some precious moments. So next time when you think about sharing food, take some time and recreate opportunities for our loved ones and cook well and serve with a flourish of tempering tadka market. It's good times. Let the good times roll on. Share some nostalgic culinary moments. It will sustain you, me, and everyone around. Thank you very much.
Well, you definitely had us all feeling like we wanted a tadka marke kuch, but we are in a meeting. So that was a wonderful speech by our Toastmaster Murli. Next, we have Toastmaster Viju Raghavan, my co-inductee who started his journey with Mind Academy Toastmaster Club on 12th October. Toastmaster Viju Raghavan is currently working for Maden in its northern border plant as process trainer, and he's both the past VP Education of Peria Toastmaster Club and current VP Education of Maden Toastmaster Club. Toastmaster Viju is presenting his Level 2 Project 1, title of his speech, Hidden Leader in Me. Madam Toastmaster Meera Nambia will be evaluating his speech. May I request the evaluator to acknowledge their presence since the speech objectives have already been read out for Toastmaster Murli Rao.
Meera,
mic is muted.
Sorry. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and Toastmaster Viju Raghavan in particular. Viju Raghavan is doing his Level 2 Project 1. I wish him all the best, and let's hear from him on his leadership style. All the best, Viju.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Okay. Is there something? Okay. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Meera. We have Toastmaster Viju presenting his Level 2 Project 1, title of his speech, Hidden Leader in Me.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the day, for that introduction. I have a little bit connection problem in my laptop. I will take a few seconds for this. Let me try to connect it. Okay. Let me share the screen first. Is it visible?
Yes.
Okay. Madam Toastmaster of the day, my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, good evening. As part of my Level 2 Project 1, understanding your leadership style, while going through the objectives of this project, I felt very interesting in two aspects. One is that, okay, I need to understand myself in which leadership level I am in. I am a prominent person. Secondly, it gave me an opportunity to go back to my previous work organizations and think about what kind of a leadership role I played in my different work organizations. Of course, I got an opportunity. I print out these objectives and I did one evaluation to find out where I stand. So I did this evaluation. Then I was going through the different types of leadership levels. So I will go through this presentation. In the first slide, you can see this. I will be taking you through what are the different leadership styles. The second thing, what kind of a leadership style I adapted from while moving from one organization to the other over a period of 25 years in my career. Then coaching is one thing which is very attractive to me because I have selected the pathways. Coaching is one thing. It's currently it is part of my career. As being a trainer, I'm playing a role of a coach, mentor, or a counselor. This is my role. So I am very much interested and attracted to this module. So leadership styles. In order to learn about the leadership styles, I have gone through the different styles of types of leaderships. You can see that one is authoritative, which focuses on end goals. While moving to another one, you can say some leadership roles, bureaucratic, which focus more into the rules and regulations. It is a kind of, we can say, kind of based on the rules and regulation it runs. While moving further, you can see pace setting, which is focusing more into the productivity, high performance, the team, and these type of focuses. Then moving to the coaching, this is one thing which very much attracted by me, developing others by building skills. So in my current role, what I am doing as being a trainer, I build up the skills required for the planned operations for the national CA. And moving to further, you can see that affiliative and innovative type of leaderships. Affiliative type is more emphasizing on teamwork and how the harmony that is contributing for the productivity of an organization. While moving to the innovative leadership, where the leader encourages innovative ideas and creativity of the team. So most of the leaders who are having innovative ideas are able to resolve the complex problems in organizations. And the last one, you can see the democratic. Most of the time, the leaders go for the consensus of the team members. So these are out of these leadership styles, I would like to focus, my focus areas are these two areas. One is innovative and coaching. While going through this, I got opportunity to go back to my organizations. See, I played two different roles. In 1997, I joined DuPont in Baroda after working 4 years in an Indian organization. DuPont being a multinational company and working based on a system, it was a transformation in my career. While looking to the learnings from that organization, I compared with my business study in MS University. I learned more than what I learned from the business school in DuPont, because it was shaping us in terms of managerial skills, in terms of leadership skills. So I joined in the project stage. So after the project, I moved to in the role of a ship team leader. So being a ship team leader, I played different type of roles there. So initially, being a system-based company, most of the thing as a new company, we were running basically on the rules and regulations. So I realized my roles mostly in the authoritative or of a bureaucratic type. Then I realized when we were moving further as being a stable organization and a system-based organization, a lot of systems were implemented. So being a part of that system implementation or being a part of the shift team leader, multiple teams, electrical instrument process teams were reporting to the shift team leader. So I got the opportunity to play a team player or a team lead. That is the leadership level I learned in the multicultural or multi-talented team, leading the teams of different nationals or different people from different states. So that itself was a great learning in terms of applying the leadership skills. Then further moving to an independent role, I was the lab in charge and a quality lead, where I was moved to an independent role, single role responsibility, where more innovative ideas were implemented. Being a quality lead, I was involved with the team of quality improvement teams. So that got an implementation part of innovative leadership. So in that way, I was shifting from a coaching level, being a team leader of multiple teams, from the coaching to an innovative. Then again, moving to another organization, being a technical manager, I worked in another organization, my role was in between the R&D and the marketing division. So I was more involved in the technical application of that product. So this role was more and more into the innovative part. So I got another opportunity to play my own innovative leadership role. Then I got the opportunity to coming to Saudi Arabia, where I got ample opportunity because being in the training role, I'm still involving coaching and mentoring role. So when I look into the overall leadership, I got an ample opportunity shifting from one leadership level to the other leadership. And moreover, while taking the leadership roles in Toastmasters is applying many kind of, not in these two roles alone. I got an opportunity to apply many roles in this platform. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
A speech about the different types of professional learning and leadership platforms that are available in the world. I'm pretty sure most of us would be using it in the future. So thank you for that innovative and very precise presentation and speech. Moving on, our third speaker of the day. She's a social worker and a quality improvement coach for palliative care units in India, which is a joint collaboration of Stanford Medicine, USA, Tata Trust and Cancer Grid India. She has presented free papers in 4 international palliative care conferences held in India. Madam Toastmaster Jyoti Jain is our third speaker of the evening, presenting her Level 1, Project 3. Title of her speech is Wonder Women. She'll be evaluated by Toastmaster Rameshan Nambiar. May I request the evaluator to acknowledge their presence and read out the speech objectives.
Thank you, Toastmasters of the day. Good evening. Madam Toastmaster Jyoti Warrior is doing her Level 1 Project 3 speech. The speech objective for the member, the speech objective 2 for the member to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-researched speech on any topic. Time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Madam Toastmaster Jyoti Warrior.
Our third speaker of the day. Oh, sorry. Thank you, evaluator, Toastmaster Rameshan. Our third speaker of the day, Madam Toastmaster Jyoti Jain, Level 1, Project 3. Her title of the speech, Wonder Women.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Today, could you please share the screen?
Modi, just a request for the timer to keep the virtual background back to the original. Krishna. Krishna, can you hear us? Thank you. Thank you, Modi. Yeah.
So, shall I begin? Timer? Imagine a woman in her late 30s scrolling through Facebook day and night. Nothing interesting about her life, she thinks. That was me 8 years ago. On one such day, I found a square box of white delight. It read, "Wonderful World." Toastmasters of the day, distinguished guests, and my dear fellow Toastmasters, good evening. Holiday adventure for women. Wonderful World Getaways is a ladies-only travel group that arranges travel trips for women. It is based in India. It arranges trips to unique destinations across India and beyond the border. The little seed of wanderlust they sow inside me, it grew and I decided to take the plunge. My husband and my children, they encouraged me to have my much deserved me time. Finally, I got the ticket booked to Chandigarh, a place near New Delhi. I reached there, I was all alone. I was excited and nervous at the same time. The rest of the ladies joined in the next day, and all of us women, just women, we started off to one of the most exciting road trips to Spiti Valley in Himachal Pradesh. Braving Spiti in the Himalayas, it was called. Driving during day and camping in the night for 9 days and 8 nights. The highlight of the trip was a night camp out in the open in the Himalayas at an altitude of 18,000 feet. These travel ventures, only for women, just meant for the women, they are not so many in number. They are very negligible. But the growing popularity of this industry actually struck me, and that caught my interest. A review of the literature available online revealed the following details. Could you please change the slide? Okay. So this has become a global phenomenon now, and it has been a steadily growing industry until the COVID time. An increase of almost 230% in the number of companies offering ladies-only trips for the past 6 years all over the world, and over 400% increase in the ladies-only tour packages offered by companies over the past 3 years. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that amazing? Now, if you want to go on a trip, or you want to send your wife on a trip like that, what would be your first thought of concern that comes to your mind? Safety, isn't it? Safety is their top priority. Now, if we take the case of the example of Wonderful World, the all-women directors of Wonderful World, they make a trip by themselves to any newly selected travel destination. There, they make tie-ups with local travel agents, and they try out the local restaurants, hotel rooms where the women will have to stay. They meet up with the drivers, the third-party vendors, and they try out all the amenities. Then, a complete itinerary is tweaked to ensure safety. Now, the ladies, you may have another concern of leaving your families, and at least to a few, the stigma. These ladies-only travel groups have not only made it easier for women to travel, but they've also liberated women from the shackles of the biased perceptions of the society to a great extent. And families these days, they value the individuality of every member. So they just let their female folk explore the world by themselves. Last but not the least, finance and availability of time. Now, if you ask me, someone like me who wishes to travel, we are committed, so much committed to this dream, more than any of our dreams as an individual. And a secret, approach your husband with a dulcet tone when you are asking permission for such kind of trips. Now, you will be wondering, it's for only, single women, young women. No, it has a wide range, old to young, married to single, to divorced, to widowed, to single moms, to housewives, homemakers, travel freaks, or even to the employed women. Now, you must be wondering what these trips have to offer you. All these photographs that I have shared with you will tell you the stories. First point is you can be away from a routine and do adventurous activities that challenges you to break away from the couch potato that you are within yourself. You can also have a lot of, a variety of female focused fun, or just relax in an exotic destination. Do nothing, just relax. The most important thing is discovering a new you, not judgmental, carefree, and a little high on the fresh air that you get. And you carry home a lot of memories and a lot of stories. That's it. So, gentlemen, how about a holiday on your own to your wife for the next birthday? And ladies, did I convince you to make a post-COVID travel plan? Wasn't it tempting enough for you to just pack up your bag and just set off? So why waiting? Be ready to embrace this wonderful experience. Discover the new you and become Wonder Women. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Well, you certainly did convince our vote counter. She's already smiling, beaming. She's already looking at DT Murli. She's like, we have to make plans now after the COVID pandemic is over. What a wonderful speech about women traveling on their own. And it's just such a positive note, isn't it? Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Jyoti Jain. Our fourth speaker and our final speaker of this session is Toastmaster Mohammad Irshad, our VP membership himself. He's a passionate Toastmaster who has been working for Yokogawa since the year 2003 and a chess champion of the Yokogawa group of companies. He's also an excellent badminton player and he loves to read books. He's presenting his level 2. The title of his speech is Be a Perfect Leader. He'll be evaluated by Toastmaster Manoj Nair. May I request the evaluator to acknowledge their presence and read out the speech objectives.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, a very warm good evening to all. The speaker is attempting his level 2 project 2 speech. The purpose of this project is for the speaker to learn about different communication styles and identify his or her primary style. The purpose of the speech is for the member to present a 5 to 7 minute speech and share the impact of his or her style on his professional or personal relationship. All the best, Toastmaster Mohammad Irshad. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj Nair. Toastmaster Mohammad Irshad is attempting his level 2, project 2. The title of his speech, Be a Perfect Leader.
Thank you very much. If the speech draft is very good and practiced very well, then that speech can be a perfect one. Do you agree with me? Do you agree?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much. If you have joined with the Toastmasters and attend all the meetings and have taken up all the assignment, then you can be a perfect leader. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Thank you. After many years of love, if you marry the same girl and lived with her for long years, will you be called as a perfect husband?
No comments.
Less
Thank
chance.
you very much. Toastmasters today, fellow Toastmasters, dear guests, a warm good evening to all of you. First two cases you have agreed, and may I know why you could not agree the third one? In my observation, the first two cases involved only you, and the third one involved a second party, which is unfortunately your wife. The moral of this case is that if you want to be perfect, you must work alone, and it don't involve who? A second party, not your wife. One of my friend had a lot of issues in anything he does. So many mistakes. Every time he faces failures. So he has decided to meet a guru for an advice, mainly to find one of his mistakes. The guru very calmly told, you go to your wife today and you very seriously tell one of her problem. So immediately she will tell you all your mistakes, your problems, your weakness. Not only that, she will tell the mistakes of your family, even the weakness of your ancestors who may not exist. Wives are always great. See how easily we could find our mistakes and problems. So now, what is next? The tips or shortcuts to organize the style to become a perfect leader. Toastmaster International may give you thousands of solutions, but I have very simple three tips which will help you to be a perfect leader. Number one, be a passionate and a full-time Toastmaster. I mean, you should be a Toastmaster 24/7. Please remember, not a bi-weekly Toastmaster. Let me ask you a question. How do you find a Toastmaster on the road or in the public place? If you see a person on a suit, in a very neat suit, even in hot summer, no doubt he is a Toastmaster. In my opinion, he may be practicing a full-time Toastmastering 24/7. If you can take up Toastmastering as your passion, then your complex and other negative feelings will be superseded. Whatever you do, wherever you are, be like a passionate Toastmaster and utilize all the opportunities you may get for practice. Number two, be a keen observer. Learn to observe mainly for what to take, what not to take. Observation is an important and inevitable part to become a perfect leader. Have you ever noticed that some Toastmasters are present for almost all of the Toastmasters meeting of any club? Do you really think that such Toastmaster doesn't have any other job, or they are afraid to sit in home alone so that they are attending a meeting for a company? No. In every meeting, we learn something new, and that new might help to change our style. My friend had delivered many speeches, but none of them were recognized. But one day, while he was attending a meeting for a new club, he could witness an icebreaker speech, which was really inspired him to prepare a new speech. That new speech he has given the title as The Spices of his previous speeches. In that speech, he explained about his struggle, difficulties, what he faced, the painful process which he has gone through to prepare the previous speeches and present it. This time, the Duracet speaker succeeded, and that speech is selected. But unfortunately, it was a humorous speech. You know, the style matters. The third one, never pretend. Still, most of us doesn't know what pretension is. But unfortunately, most of our assignments are still look like drama or acting. We had to improve our acting skill day by day, and the result is from Charlie Chaplin to Mr. Bean. Still, acting continues and no improvement for exactly what to be improved. If you practice acting, you will become a good joker. Be always yourself and don't pretend. In short, be a Toastmaster 24/7. Observe what to take and what not to take, and never pretend. I know perfection is not so easy to reach, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. Over to you.
Thank you. Now I can confidently become a perfect leader. Thank you for those tips. I was looking for a person to tell me what makes a perfect leader. Now I've got it. And that's it from our prepared speech session. Timer, may I please have your report?
Okay. So this is the report. Congratulations to all the 3 Toastmasters who had qualified, and very unfortunately one of them was disqualified. Let me read out what I have noted. First is Murli Rao, who was qualified at 6 minutes and 36 seconds. And second is Jyoti Warrior at 6 minutes and 37 seconds. And third at Muhammad Irshan at 5 minutes and 37 seconds. And the one Toastmasters who has unfortunately disqualified are Viju Raghavan at 7 minutes and 39 seconds. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Gavalier Krishna. Now, may I request the vote counter to put up the poll?
Yep, we'll be launching the poll shortly. You can continue, Toastmaster of the day.
I can continue? Okay. And that is the official end of the prepared speech session. Now, to conduct the TT session, next, we have our TT Master, Madam Toastmaster Soumya Preeti. She's an engineering graduate with electrical as mainstream. She also holds an MBA in power system management. She presently also runs a YouTube channel, AP4Menu. Now, if anybody is interested, do go and follow. If you're also not interested, do go and follow because our live updates come there. Madam Toastmaster Soumya, over to you.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the table topic session. I'd first request all our guests and members who are ready to attempt the table topics today to put a message in chat box and show their acknowledgement and grab the opportunity to exhibit all your creative skills. Please accept my request and just give a acknowledged message to me. Meanwhile, I would like to invite our TT session evaluator, Toastmaster Tanigai Vail, for evaluating our TT speakers. Can I have your acknowledgement, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Welcome to our show, sir. Thank you for your acknowledgement.
Yeah. Good evening. It's my pleasure, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Good evening. Now, let's move on to the first topic of the day. Can I have the slide, please, Toastmaster of the day?
I have an announcement to make. Kindly, those of you who have not done the polling, please, I would request the rest of you to please answer the poll so we can have a winner here. The poll will end in 1 minute. Please do answer the poll so we have our best speaker today. You can carry on, ma'am.
Yeah, sure. Toastmaster of the day, can you change the slide to the first topic? Yeah, our first topic today will be, if you could be any age again for 1 week, what age and why? May I request Deepak Thiago to attempt this topic? Is he available? Deepak
Yes,
Thiago?
ma'am.
Yeah, I request you to attempt this topic. If you could be any age again for 1 week, what age and why?
Okay, ma'am. Thanks for the opportunity. And coming back to the topic, it's a very interesting topic, the question which has been posted. My age, because the thing is, if I want to tell the age which I wanted to be, I wanted to be in the age of 18 years, because though that time I was doing my schooling and the higher secondary, and that was a time which I felt I should have been more responsible and more focused on the goals, on my academic goals, to be more precise, because those are the times which I was not far-fetched. My focus was not goal-oriented, and even though my parents were behind me to focus on studies, and I did not give priorities to that. So that was an age which I wanted to be there. 18 years of age, I wanted to be there, and I could have changed few things if I wanted to be there again. I would have taken the studies more seriously instead of extracurricular activities which I was focused on, and by doing that, I could have progressed more faster in my career, and that is what I just wanted to say. Maybe for 1 week, even though it is a short span, for 1 week, even though it would have made a difference for me. So that is what I just wanted to add here, ma'am. So for this topic and age of 18, that will be my age if I want to go back and if I want to live for 1 week, and that is the reason, ma'am.
Thank you, Deepak, for attempting this topic. And I thought like people will go for the age which they enjoy a lot, but you are going back to a responsible position and you want to be more responsible. That is so great of you. Thank you for attempting it. So we will move on to the second topic. Some people say a little white lie is sometimes okay. What do you think? I would like to invite Shakambari Chandrasekharan to attempt this topic. Are you available, ma'am?
Hi, good evening. Yes, I'm available.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. Could you give a try?
Yeah.
Your camera is not on.
Yes, due to some network bandwidth issues, I have put my video off. So
No
I
problem,
would,
ma'am. You can attempt it.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. So as for the topic today, I would first like to start off by saying that I'm not sure of what a white lie means, but here we have always been brought up saying truth always triumphs, and saying what is fair and what is right always helps us to win. But we have always and once in a while we come to situations where we need to say something that is not true. If we take it from a judgmental point of view, whether it is okay or not okay, it depends on the situation. Telling a white lie which doesn't hurt anyone, or if it is for the win-win, might sound to be good, but if it is continued on a persistent state, if it is continued all the time, then it might not be right. So this is what came to my mind. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah, definitely a small lie for a good cause will always be good always. And as you say, always truth only triumphs. So we'll move on to the third topic of the day. What would you do if you arrive at the airport barely on the time after dogging bad traffic and realized that you forgot your tickets? I think everyone would have experienced it mostly. So I would like to call upon.
Sorry for the interrupt, ma'am. Can you repeat the topic?
Yeah, the topic is what would you do if you arrive at the airport barely on time after dogging bad traffic and realized that you forgot your tickets. So I would like to call upon Mr. Manu Harihar, our new Toastmaster, to try this topic. Is Manu Harihar available?
Yes, I am available.
Yeah, sir. I think this will be more relevant to you. Can you attempt?
I was just thinking what I will do. Yeah.
Sure.
Yes, I have experienced. Okay, I have experienced to reach airport very late due to the traffic issues, but I was having the ticket. But this our topic is different. Where after arriving the airport and realizing it is I don't have the tickets or I forgot the ticket in my house. So, okay, this is not a relevant subject right now because you all have the soft copies in your phone or in your email. You can have these tickets. So, but in earlier days, yes, if you forget, then what we will do? We will be very panic because if the trip is unavoidable. And what I can say is we will go to the airport staff and all the flight staff to help me on this with their PNR number or passport number. They can retrieve the tickets. So this can be done. Same case, once it happened with me, I reached, my connection flight has gone and the ticket was with me, but still they helped me to release a new ticket with the data like passport and all this availability of the documents. Yes, we will be, normally the people will be very panic, but no need to be panic. You can go to the air staff, they will help you. And with the passport, they can retrieve the passport number, they can retrieve the ticket so that they can issue a new ticket. So don't be panic on this situation. There is a way, there is a way out for everything. So be calm. Thank you.
Yeah, truly, there is a way out for everything in life. Definitely, that is true word, sir. And nowadays, with everything online, we can easily retrieve things too.
Yeah, right.
So we'll move on to the next topic. Just when all had felt the mystery is solved, the light went out. I request Mr. Bapu to attempt this topic. Is Bapu available? Mr. Bapu? I think he's not there. Mr. Bapu, are you there?
I think he's not there. It's not available.
Okay, sure then. Sir, Ishad sir, can you attempt this?
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Give it a try. Just when all had felt the mystery solved, the light went out. Over to you, sir.
All had felt the mystery. Okay, thank you, TT Master. The topic seems to be a bit tough to understand actually. Just when all had felt the mystery solved, the light went out. Okay.
Just give it a try in your aspect, sir.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. I think if a situation where we are going to solve all the issue, or we are in the middle of a problem where we have to solve an issue, and we have created all tools and all support to solve the solution. That time automatically the problem would have been resolved. That may be the meaning of this subject, which is not clear for me. Over to you. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you for attempting anyways in a sportive way. And this is like generally like we will feel with a ha note, yeah, everything is over. But then a new problem arises, right? It is just like that.
Yeah.
So anyways, it is fine that you gave a valuable point too. So with this, we come to the end of the table topic session. Now I would request the timer to provide the timer's report, please. Jubail Krishna.
Yes. Here is my report, and like last time, 3 of them are qualified, and sadly, 1 of them was disqualified. Let me read out my notings. Deepak had a record of 2 minutes and 7 seconds, which is qualified. I'm not able to pronounce this name.
The second speaker was Shakambari Chandrasekharan.
Yes.
Is he qualified?
Yes, he's qualified, and his time is 1 minute and 47 seconds. Manu Hariyar is qualified with a time of 1 minute and 39 seconds. And very sadly, Toastmaster Irshad was disqualified at 0 minutes and 29 seconds.
Thank you. The 3 table topic speakers, Deepak and Shakambari Chandrasekharan, and our new Toastmaster Manu Hariyar has qualified. And I would request our vote counter to launch the poll and consolidate the votes.
Sure, table topic master, but I have one clarification from timer that I required. Can you once again repeat the timings, please? I think one of them you mistakenly have said as disqualified. Can you repeat the timings once more, Krishna?
Yes, the one who was disqualified was Irshad, sir. He had the time of 0 minutes and 29 seconds.
That's okay. Then the other 3 are qualified, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. I request all of you to answer the polling option when it pops up. And over to the table topic master, you can continue.
Thank you, vote counter. And thank you once again for all the participants who took part in all the topics as a positive sport and played with their words. You had a delight speaking today. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be the table topic master tonight, where I thoroughly enjoyed my role. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, Toastmasters of the day.
Well, that sure was an exciting and entertaining session. And what topics! I loved them. Thank you for the flawless conduct too, Madam Toastmaster Soumya. That marks the end of the second session, which is the table topic session. For conducting the evaluation session, we have with us our presiding officer, Toastmaster Bala. He's an instrumental engineer, a sports maniac, who takes immense interest in strategic studies in sports and foreign affairs. And he used to play professional hockey. Toastmaster Bala, over to you.
Thanks a lot, Madam Toastmaster Gauri Warrior, for those kind and positive introduction of mine. Thank you. Thanks for that. Evaluation are part of our everyday life, isn't it? It helps us to measure what is measured can be controlled. What can be controlled can be enhanced. What can be enhanced can be transformed to excellence. I read a quote this morning which makes a simple yet inspiring note. We become better when we consistently rehearse, I unquote. When we do such rehearsals, it is always welcoming when we have a honest revelation of the progress. This is one such segment where we can realize ourselves and improve and move in the right direction. Today's speakers are lucky to have a set of inspiring evaluators in our midst. They will try to build on the strength of the speakers and point out areas of improvement following Toastmasters' frame of constructive evaluation. These constructive evaluations will definitely help speakers to be a better speaker. Also, all members and guests are encouraged to give their constructive feedback once it's done, the session is done, so it will help the speakers to improve better. Our first evaluator is Toastmaster Mehul Chauhan, current club secretary of Mind Academy Toastmasters Club, energetic and ever-smiling Toastmaster, an engineer by profession. Dedication and single-minded approach are his key identities. Help me welcome Toastmaster Mehul Chauhan to evaluate Level 2, Project 1 of Toastmaster Murli Rao.
Thank you, General Evaluator. It is said that the road to the heart goes through your stomach and via your food. Good evening, General Evaluator, Toastmaster of the day, and fellow Toastmaster. And particular good evening to Toastmaster Murli Rao. What a dulcet speech was that. You started with a great opening with a quote from the New York Times. It catches the importance of, and it shows the interest within the audience, and it also imparted that how much you are feeling about the food. From the speech, we could understand that you are really foodie and affectionate. On top of that, you brought your personal life stories, experiences with your mother. You brought little bit of research by saying what glands it touches when you have a right food with you. So you brought a lot of experience, and that was really eye-catching for all the audience. So congratulations for that part. What I also observed that your hand gestures were very excellent. When you said bonded with the friends, that shows that you are really showing the bond. So your hand gestures were amazing. I like that part. You brought a lot of vocal variety in the speech, but as you know that everything is not perfect, and we need to improve the way we are doing the things today. And the very starking improvement which I could felt apart from all the positive thing was that the goal of the speech was to identify the primary leadership style. It would have been a next level of speech if you could have brought some leadership aspect into the speech by the experience you shared of your food. For example, the story which you shared, you could have built on that and said that this is the leadership aspect you learned and this is what your style is. So that would have been more linked to the goal of the speech and to the speech you gave actually. Overall, I really enjoyed the speech you provided to us, and that was a dulcet to the ears of the audience, and I'm looking forward to more Tadka Marke speech from you, Toastmaster Murli Rao. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mehul Chauhan, for that inspiring evaluation. It will for sure motivate Toastmaster Murli Rao to organize his projects in future, quickly building on his strengths. Thank you once again, Toastmaster Mehul Chauhan. Our next evaluator is Madam Toastmaster Meera Nambiar, our very own Vice President Public Relations. She has been a teacher, a creative art aspirant, ever supportive for the team, a voracious reader, and a great communicator too. I welcome Madam Toastmaster Meera Nambiar to evaluate Toastmaster Viju Raghavan.
Good evening again, dear Toastmasters, General Evaluator, and TM Toastmaster Viju Raghavan in particular. Toastmaster Viju Raghavan is a speaker who throws messages from everyday life in a lucid manner. One still remembers the coffee shop at Turek with much warmth. Today, TM Viju has achieved his purpose of this project. He has identified his leadership style while taking us through leadership styles in general. TM Viju spoke with clarity in his dulcet tone, and he seemed comfortable with his topic. Toastmaster Viju's opening was a little lukewarm, but caught our interest when he spoke in detail on his memorable days in DuPont, in Toastmasters, and his work in Saudi Arabia. Here, he explained us how he pinpointed on innovation and coaching as his preferred leadership style. His words seem totally in agreement with Jack Welch, who says that before you are a leader, success is all about growing yourself. But when you become a leader, success is about growing others. But TM Viju, I felt, could have put an example of successful coaching here, which I'm sure he would have had in plenty. Coming to the conclusion, again, the conclusion felt a little abrupt and it was hanged there. Time management again seems to be a niche where TM Viju needs to work on. Needless to say, TM Viju is a coach in the way he perfectly intertwines his memorabilia of personal events into his speech. Cheers, TM Viju, to more training days and train the trainer. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Veera Nambiar, for those excellent evaluation for Toastmaster Viju Raghavan. I guess it will add a lot of value for him in his future projects as well. Thank you. Moving forward, we are going to invite a great team man, a Toastmaster who can put heart and soul into his speech, a chemical engineer by profession, a chef by passion, one of Mind Academy Toastmasters Club's great pillar of support. It's my privilege and honor to welcome Toastmaster Ramishan Nambiar sir to evaluate Level 1, Project 3 of Madam Toastmaster Jyoti Jain Warrior's speech. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you for that nice introduction. General Evaluator, fellow Toastmaster, Madam Toastmaster Jyoti Warrior in particular, a warm good evening. The topic of Madam Toastmaster Jyoti Warrior was Women on Their Own Trip. Before I start the evaluation, let me talk about the speech objective. The speech objective was for the member to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-researched speech on any topic. And Madam Toastmaster, you have comfortably achieved the objectives. First of all, the selection of the topic, it was an astounding topic. In fact, you have a passion for travel and you are very good at selecting that topic because it was quite engaging and it has to flow down. When you select a topic, it has to be engaging and it has to flow down to the people who are attending the speech. It was excellent and a premium point for selecting such a nice topic. Now you started with your you started with your personal experience. So by setting personal experience as examples, so personal experience, it is quite unique actually by setting up by keeping those type of examples. And your speech as such, it was a well-structured speech. It was by providing all the details about means it is more mainly it is for the woman only trip. and you detailed all the aspects, like what are all the priorities and what are the important measures to take when you plan such a trip. And you have mentioned some number of tour operators who can provide this type of service. That was quite commendable. Your confidence level was, your confidence and comfort level was quite good. And I felt it was, the comfort level was eager and enthusiastic. And you deliver the speech with very ease. You have a very excellent communication skill. And the ideas and languages and pronunciation used were very clear, and it was easily understood. And you have used the words of the day also. That was excellent. Overall, it was a good speech and I enjoyed it. However, in Toastmasters, we always try to be excel in all aspects. So I will suggest the following points for your further future projects. The energy level and the energy and vitality level, that I think it was quite, it was a little bit lower today. Normally you had a very, you delivered the speech with the full vitality and energy, but somewhat I felt it was not up to that mark today. The eye contact, of course, we are in a virtual setup, so it will not be that clear, but still you can improve on it. Then the gestures, actually, the gestures that makes a better speaker. So, of course, the movement, it will not be possible with this virtual setup, but at least you can use the, you could have used the hand gestures to emphasize certain points and your views. And other thing, you could have had some sort of humor in it, because most of your trips are like funny trips. So you could have added some sort of humor in your speech. And same way, you could have added some quotes, like in the beginning as well as in the conclusion. But otherwise, overall, it was a good speech. And the topic was very informative, and you did a good research on the subject. And it was a great speech, and all the best for your future Toastmasters journey. Over to you, General Evaluators.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Ramishan sir. That was a detailed analysis of the whole approach. Like, you have tried to analyze each and every part of the speech of Madam Toastmaster Jyoti Jain Warrior in order to help her out in improving. That's a great stuff and support which you have done. You have led by example how a Toastmaster can help and other fellow Toastmaster. Thank you, sir, once again. I request the timer to change the timer card. Jubail Krishna. Thank you, Krishna. Moving on next, we are fortunate to have Vice President Education of Periyar Toastmasters Club in our midst, a persuasive leader, a technocrat by profession, but an energetic speaker by passion. Help me welcome Toastmaster Manoj Kumar. Pardon me for that initial wrong addressing in the agenda, sir. You've been really kind and supportive in all our work, especially with this meeting is concerned. Thanks a lot, sir, for that support, starting from the outset. Thank you, sir. To evaluate level 2, project 2 speech of Toastmaster Mohammad Irshad. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Bala, for that pleasing introduction. Fellow Toastmasters and Toastmaster Mohammad Irshad in particular, a very warm good evening to all. It is said that basically communication is only effective when we communicate in a way that is meaningful to the recipient, not ourselves. This is the first time I have heard Toastmaster Irshad speech. I believe I was fortunate enough to hear him speaking. He has a good command over language, fairly good knowledge about what he has been talking on and what is the overall subject content in the whole. He has a very good eye contact, although it's online, as one of the fellow Toastmasters said. Now, you can't be 100% perfect when you're looking at the screen and talking. But I believe the eye contact was pretty good as far as Toastmaster Irshad is concerned. There are few recommendations, I believe, which can actually take your speeches to the next level of improvement. See, one thing which I noticed was the purpose, the main objective of the speech was to emphasize on one particular, or rather identify one primary style of communication that you are suitable, and how it would impact your fellow Toastmasters, or probably in your professional life, how it would impact others. This was one of the major objectives that the whole thing was concerned about. But what I believe is that when you are coming to the end of your speech, you could have probably laid an emphasis on what actually is your primary style of communication, how you think it has impacted you as a person, and how you think that particular style of communication would actually be effective for all of us. It could, I would rather say, it could be a takeaway for all of us when you stop your speech. So that is one particular, one very important part of the objective which had to be taken care of. I believe a part of it you had done, but I believe the whole thing you had not covered. Another thing which I noticed was, although you are sitting in front of the screen and speaking, but I could notice you were having your hands crossed. So these, I believe, when you keep your hands crossed, it shows a bit of lack of confidence generally. So I believe if you work on these two parameters, you can definitely take your speech to the next level and become a much more improved speaker. All the best, Toastmaster Irshad. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Manoj Kumar sir, for those detailed and inspiring evaluation for Toastmaster Mohammad Irshad. I am sure and certain that Mohammad Irshad will be taking a lot of cue from what you have shared with respect to the areas to improve, and also he will be improvising on his strengths, so thereby he becomes more powerful speaker, which he's already won. Thank you, sir. So it's my privilege to welcome a positive leader, a great debate speaker, a mechanical engineer, a resident of Saudi Arabia for around 9 years now, Toastmaster Jubail, to evaluate today's table topic speeches. Before inviting Toastmaster Jubail, I request Gavalier Krishna, as usual, to switch back his cards. Thank you, Krishna, for that. Thank you. So over to you, Toastmaster Jubail.
Thank you, Mr. Bala, for a wonderful introduction. Good evening, my dear Toastmasters and guests. You have given us such a wonderful table topics. I am much impressed on your speech, the way you have delivered. It's my pleasure to add a value on your speech by giving a good and area to be improved. Moving to the contestant. First, Mr. Deepak Tyagu. I have really enjoyed your speech. You have delivered the speech in a very good way, and I hope you have enjoyed the topic also. Area to be improved, I feel you have given 2-3 stops, and I think it's little better to be in continuity in your speech. That's it. And your speech is overall, it's very superb. And Mr. Mano Hariharan, You have started your speech in a funny way, and I think your attitude is like you will not be a panic, and you will think always positive way, and you have delivered a good speech. I think that you may add your points, like telling them to move on to the dais and have them help those things. Other than that, I feel very comfortable with your speech, and you are mastering your speech. And next is Sakambari. Am I right? I think.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You
Sakambari
got it right.
Chandrasekharan. Ma'am, good attempt, ma'am. You are very clear on your topic. You said some truth activity, truth and all. I feel you can improve your clarity of the speech. That's it. And Mr. Irshad, have to tell anything about him?
Yes, sir. Please, you can. Try
Yeah,
to
actually, he gave a good attempt. Nothing other than that. It's a good try and a good attempt. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Jubail, for first of all accepting our invite and joining us on a short note. Thank you for that, and also for giving a crisp and swift points for the table topic speakers to improve upon. Thank you, sir, once again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Thanks for your.
Yeah. So now, may I request Timer to share the timer's report, Jubail Krishna?
Yes. First, out of 5 speakers, only four are qualified, and one of them is sadly disqualified. So first is Mehul, who had 2 minutes and 20 seconds speech. Meera, Toastmaster Meera, madam, at 1 minute and 56 seconds. Rameshan, who was disqualified, had 5 minutes and 38 seconds. Manoj, who was qualified, is 3 minutes and 23 seconds. Jubail, who is qualified, had 2 minutes and 4 seconds.
Thank you, Jubail Krishna, for that detailed report. So as we move on to the vote counting section, I would request our grammarian and word master for the day, distinguished Toastmaster Murlikishan sir, to take us through his report. In the meantime, we will be having our voting process also. I'll request ma'am to just launch it up. Over to you, sir.
Mr. General Evaluator, well-said Toastmasters and distinguished guests, good evening once again. Today, as word of the day, 7 Toastmasters used this word of the day. Congratulations to all of them. Let's give a round of applause to all who used the word of the day. They were Madam Toastmaster Gauri Warrior, Toastmaster Bala, Toastmaster Murli Rao, Madam Toastmaster Jyoti Jain, Toastmaster Mohammad Irshad, Toastmaster Mehul, and Madam Toastmaster Meera. Congratulations to all of you for using the word of the day. And today we had a lot of beautiful usages, like cooking done with care is an act of love. Food is not all about the ingredients. It's all about the person behind the ingredients. Necessity is the mother of invention. We derive comfort from familiarity and nostalgia. Relive your experiences. Quintessential Indian experience. Bond made stronger with food. Be yourself and don't pretend. Discover a new you. I was excited and nervous at the same time. I decided to take the plunge, hidden leader in me. What to take and what not to take. When you become a leader, success is all about growing others. What is measured can be controlled. So there were a lot of good usages that we could see today, and a couple of recommendations, like in those contexts in which they were used. While moving to another one, it could have been better used as moving on to the next one. Single role, it could have been independent role. Then there are some like one of his mistake must be one of his mistakes. Similarly, one of her problems could be problem. It must be one of her problems. Then dodging, it was spelled as dogging, which was not right. And then, yeah, then couple of usages like, wherever we end the word with ed, it's kind of a pronunciation which I think since we are not the native English speakers, we must give a bit of care while using the pronunciation rightly. So especially what I noticed was words ending with ed, like had, those things. It could have been, so it happens because we are not native English language speakers. But my request or urge is to all of you is to read more books, hear more English channels, so that we can get ourselves corrected and and intentionally try to correct our pronunciation, so that our English language will get improved to the next level. So other than that, I thoroughly enjoyed this role, and thank you so very much, VP Education, for giving me this opportunity. Over to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thanks a lot, club sponsor, Dulcet Toastmaster, distinguished Muralikrishnan sir, for walking us through the detailed grammarian and wordmaster report for the evening. Thank you, sir. I guess, we understand that there are a lot of areas to improve for us with respect to our pronunciation, dialects, and constructing the sentences. And also, we would like to improve upon our strengths as highlighted as well, sir. Thank you. So, I guess the voting is completed. So before getting into the result part, I thought it's my time to sum up my observations with respect to the session as a general evaluator. Before I even start, I shall be thanking one person who is an assignee, and also the impeccable way in which he did his task. Thank you, Gavalier Krishna Pramod, for doing your assignment for the evening in a very professional way. Even trained and tested Toastmasters at times find it as a testing part, but you did it as a top-notch professional. Thank you, Gavalier Krishna, for that. Gavalier Krishna, are you around?
Yes, yes.
Excellent. Thank you, Krishna, for that.
You're welcome.
Okay. So now moving on to the session observations. The preparation for the session was on schedule, and there were a couple of lapses, I believe, with respect to the names, and there were certain minor observations which were there with respect to the word, the name of the file and all, which were just slightly highlighted. So I guess these are some areas which we could have improved upon. I'll start with the areas to improve and then go on with the positives of the proceedings. And then there were certain glitches with respect to, as I said, the timer, although he's attempting it for the first time, but there should have been a more preparatory part as part of the club offices, I believe. So I guess that is an area which we should be working up when we are having new assignees, as we are going to have more and more inductees for the club. I guess a proper training can be something which we can look into it. So, and as rightly pointed out by our grammarian and word master for the evening, there were certain dialects and pronunciations which he has rightly pointed out, but I think it is very much a need for us to look more into it. The whole process of being Toastmaster is to improve our communication and also our leadership skill. As much as it is important to work on our leadership skills, the routines should not overlook the significance of being a good communicator as well. There were excellent first-time evaluations, and I guess there are certain areas to improve as evaluators. I guess it's very good to get into the details, but it's also better if we stick on to certain guidelines. Where if we stick on with very specific and finer points of it, I think with time, I think it will be good. But as first-timers, it was top-notch, and the overall objective of the evaluators, what I felt, was to help the fellow Toastmaster. I believe the overall milestone is achieved, but these are all minor nuances which we can correct any day and any time. And the time, the time for the session, as usual, it started up on time, and the link was fine, except for Toastmaster Manoj Kumar. I beg my pardon, it was my error on sending it to the evaluator. Barring that, the rest of the links, communication, those things were fine. And agenda, as I have already said, and presentation on the screen was slightly wavered. I guess that is another area which we should be working upon. Like, it has to move on along with the flow of the session. I think that is something which we should be putting more and more focus upon. And a very key area for the general evaluator today to improve is like, not to be wavered. So he was very wavered for the evening. So I urge the general evaluator to be better prepared. And with that note, I really enjoyed being the general evaluator for the session. I sincerely thank Vice President Education and the TMOD for giving me this opportunity to be a part of this assignment pool for the evening, to be a part of this pack. Thank you. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you for conducting a very constructive evaluation session and for your notes as the general evaluator. Truly, we do have to improve on the notes that you have said. And thank you for also highlighting our strengths. Now that we've reached the end of our session, we have come to the much anticipated moment, which is announcing the winners. May I call upon our vote counter of the day, Madam Toastmaster Vijita, to present the same.
Good evening, everyone. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. I am here with the results. So let me first congratulate the best evaluator tonight, Madam Toastmaster Meera Nambiar. And the best TT speaker was our guest, Mr. Deepak Tyagu.
1 second.
We'll be sharing the screen shortly. There's some issue with the laptop, I guess. And the best speaker was Mohammad Irshad, Toastmaster Mohammad Irshad. Congratulations to all the winners. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Congratulations to all winners and also our participants. My mother's mentor, Dr. Carl Lorenz, who is the HOD of Palliative Medicine in Stanford Medicine, once shared his experience about a heartwarming, emotional encounter he had with a dying LGBT patient. At the brink of death, the individual, who identified herself as a female, couldn't hide her gratitude while she held his hand and thanked him and the staff for accepting and addressing her with the right pronoun, she. This story only highlights the importance of accepting different gender identities. Oh, what a wonderful world it would be if we could take this step and just be non-judgmental and just let them live with us. On that note, over to you again to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Bala.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, Gauri Jain Warrior, for taking us through. The energy flow was phenomenal. Thank you indeed. And I sincerely thank you for walking us through. A round of applause for all your efforts for putting this momentous show for us for the evening. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for that. So, on a serious note, the need of the hour and the subsequent discussions we will have. Before that, I would like to invite our Vice President Education, as always, to walk us through our next session's preparatory note. Toastmaster Murli Rao.
Thank you, President Bala. So basically, I will be announcing the speakers for the next 2 sessions. So like what we mentioned last time, for 9th of November, the speakers are Toastmaster Bala, the president himself, and Toastmaster Sri Kumar, and Madam Toastmaster Vijita Murli, and Toastmaster Mehul Chauhan. The next session, which will be on the 23rd of November, the speakers which is proposed is Toastmaster Mohammad Irshad, Toastmaster Ramesh Nambiar, Madam Toastmaster Soumya Preeti, and Madam Toastmaster Meera Nambiar. So those are the 2 sessions and the speakers, and not to miss out on the TMOD for the next session. That's none other than Mohammad Irshad. So for the 9th of November session, Mohammad Irshad is the TMOD. Back to you, Toastmaster Bala. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice President Education, for walking us through the educational updates for the session. Thank you for that. It is always a good learning for us to listen from the best in the business. We are being connected today by Vice President Education of Periyar Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Manoj Kumar. Sir, we would like to have your points for us to improve upon, and if you can also share a point which we can enhance further, which is our strength. So these two will be helping us out in moving forward, sir.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bala, for giving me this opportunity. Well, this is my, I must actually thank you for inviting me, as this is my first time I'm attending Mind Academy Toastmasters Club. I've heard a lot about this club, and to be very frank, I have got only positive vibes from everywhere. Whoever has attended, they have come back to me, whenever we have been discussing about various clubs. I've only got positive responses about the club, and I'm really happy to be part of this. I believe, I am not qualified enough to give you a point where you can enhance more, but yes, I would definitely, like to be part of this club. I would like to come again and see. I would be very much interested in taking up some roles if, with your permission. So, good luck, everyone. Thank you so much.
Toastmaster Manoj Kumar sir, you have been a great support right from the time we approached you, sir, until now, and you have been so humble in your comprehensions of us. Thanks a lot, sir, and we'll be interested to have you more and more in our sessions in the future days, sir. Thank you for that. Looking forward to.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. President, the certificates are ready right now. I'm really sorry for that initial.
Please go ahead, ma'am.
Share the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Here are the certificates for the winners. We have the best evaluation, Madam Toastmaster Meera. Then we have the best table topic speaker, Mr. Deepak Tyagu. And the best speaker today was Toastmaster Mohammad Ishaq. Congrats once again to all the winners. And over to you, Mr. President.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thank you for that. And once again, congratulations to all the winners and also to all the assignees and also the other speakers who have taken part, because today it was an interesting session. We had a variety of topics. As always, our club sponsor tells, the beauty of this club is people come out with variety. When you have variety, it tells the volume of difference of perspectives one thinks about. So I guess that speaks about a lot of richness in the quality. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am, once again. So also, it will be our pleasure to listen and learn from Toastmaster Tanigai, who has joined us today. And also on a very short note, you have joined and supported us in a very big way, sir. Toastmaster Tanigai, a word or two will be highly helpful, sir.
Yeah, sir. Actually, Mr. Bala, I have to thank you for a wonderful opportunity. I feel now I have to develop more by seeing you people. I'm really enjoy this Mind Academy. It's my first time meeting with you guys. So hats up to you, and the way you talk and the way the event was organized. I feel very happy, and I want to be a part of this. And in future, if I get a chance, I'm sure I will be a part of it. I'm very happy. Thanks for your invitation, and I thank you very much.
Sir, it will be our pleasure and honor to have you more and more in our session, sir. We will be getting back to you as soon as possible after this session, sir. Thank you once again for being such a sport and such positively taking us through for the whole session, sir. Thank you.
Sure, Mr. Bala. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And I would also like to listen, as we have time in our side, I would like to listen from Mr. Deepak, who's our guest for the evening, to share a thought or two about the whole session, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bala. First, I'd like to share my experience for the past for 2 hours. Actually, it was a dulcet experience for me.
Wow.
And this is the first time for me to participate in a platform like Toastmasters. And I was always looking forward to be a part of these kinds of clubs where I could take an opportunity to self-improve myself and to mingle with all people from diverse fields and to enjoy that experience. So I was always looking forward for that, and I came across this Mind Academy in WhatsApp status, and at the first instant I could not recognize what Mind Academy was. So since I know you personally, I just pinged you in WhatsApp, and then I came to know it's Toastmasters. And the very second I knew that, I wanted to pitch in and I wanted to join this group. So thanks for the opportunity, thanks for the time, and thanks for inviting me to this wonderful experience, for giving me this wonderful experience. And I look forward for this journey. This is a journey for me, and I'm starting today. So I want to contribute as much as I can, and also I want to parallelly grow myself, improve on my skills, and want to contribute to the team also as well. Thanks for the time, and thanks for the experience.
Thank you, Mr. Deepak, and also soon to be Toastmaster, for those really kind and positive words of yours. I would like to thank two people here. One is our Vice President, Public Relations, for creating all those flyers in an inspiring way that, like, it pulls off people from the very sheer, looking at the status. Thank you, ma'am, for that. And the second person who I would like to thank is our VP membership, for consistently approaching with Mr. Deepak and encouraging him to be part of the session. Thank you to both VP membership and VP Public Relations. Thank you. And to you, Mr. soon-to-be Toastmaster Deepak, sir, you already started using the word of the day in your speech. You are already a Toastmaster, sir. So welcome to the fraternity and to the family, sir. We'll be looking forward to learn and leap together, sir. Thank you.
Sure. And also, I would like to mention Mr. Irshad, who was also following up with me and telling me the schedules of the Toastmasters. I missed earlier 2 schedules, and but now also Mr. Irshad's help and his support also is very instrumental for me to join this. And I would like to thank personally Mr. Irshad also for this.
Thank you, Mr. Deepak. Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And next, I would like to listen from the today's, new entrant to our Mind Academy family, Toastmaster Manu Harihar. How did you feel your first session as a full-time Toastmaster, sir?
First of all, thank you for making me a Toastmaster. And today, in our belief, it is a very good day for a new start. It's a Vijayadashmi day. So in that same day, I could join in Toastmasters. It was great. So hope it will be a great journey together. We will improve, or rather, I will improve better. Okay. Yes, as I said in earlier meetings, it is very pleasure, and these 2 hours of this meet, the time flies very fast, and very good informations, very informative talks, and very good speakers, and everything is fine. It will be a very good journey together. Thanks.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Manu, sir. Learning is always mutual, sir. We will also like to learn and leap with all your rich experience, sir. Welcome to the fraternity once again, sir, and also to the family.
Thank you. Especially thanks to all members, like Irshad. He was contacting me for this membership, and Ramesh Nambiar and Meera Nambiar introduced me to this club. Murli Krishnan is my classmate. Everybody, all others, everybody. Thank you for your support. Thanks.
Always a pleasure, sir. So next, it will be slightly be awkward if I try to be too professional with my sister, but still I'll try to be one. Shaku, if you can share a view of how your brother was doing, it will be helpful, Shaku, please.
Hi, Bala. Once again, thanks for the opportunity and allowing me to be a part of a club which is so good. We have excellent speakers and people who help us to help everyone to mold each other. And Bala, you have been doing a tremendous job. It is great to see you speaking this way and organizing and running things. And thank you once again for the opportunity.
Thank you, Shagu, for joining us amidst. I know that your schedule is slightly tight up with 2 kids up, but still you've been a great sport and great support. Thank you, Shagu, and looking forward to have more and more in the future sessions as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. And there's one more gentleman who has joined us, Mr. Rama. Are you around? If you can just share a thought or two about how the session was, it will be helpful. If you're around, Rama.
I'm very thank you to inviting this program for today. I don't have no words to say about this, but this is my first time experience in Toastmaster program. I think no more words. Thank you for inviting me once again.
Thank you, Rama, for joining us from back home, India. Thank you. So I would like to leave the floor for the members and our mentors to share a thought or two. To whom shall I start with? So I shall start with, say, Meera ma'am, to share a thought or two about the session, ma'am.
Yeah, it has been I feel like I come back after a long time, and I'm really happy to be back with the family, the Mind Academy family. Like Manu says, like the time just passes by and you forget much of your worries. So it's been great coming back, and I hope I'll be able to continue. In India, it's different when you have responsibilities, and I mean, it's not like how you are in Saudi Arabia. But I'll try to be with you all as much as I can for me and for, I mean, my general everything.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. You are always a great pillar of support for this whole club. Thank you for supporting us on and off the sessions, ma'am. Thank you. So I'll be going as per the videos in my screen. So right next in my grid is Toastmaster Mehul Chauhan. So if you can share a thought on two about the session, sir.
Oh, I did not expect that, Bala. But yeah, indeed, for me, Mind Academy feels like a home. It is like I have 2 weeks of time, and when I have this 2.5 and 3 hours, I feel like I'm at home, and it is giving an opportunity to learning everything. Everybody builds something new to the table and different perspective. I really feel engaged and motivated always to give my best as a part of the team of the Mind Academy Toastmaster Club. And it is always great to learn from the leaders like Murli Krishnan sir, Bala yourself, Viju sir, Irshad. I can name each and everybody, and I can pick the qualities that each and every possesses is marvelous. Not to mention and not to forget Rameshan sir. So for me it is a great journey, and I'm very happy and of course inspired to be part of the Mind Academy Toastmaster Club. Thank you, Bala.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Mehul Chauhan, sir. It's always like, your energy and your dedication rubs off with the team, sir. Thanks for inspiring us with your sheer dedication in whichever task you take through, and a great communication in which you put forward the messages to the team as and when it has. Thank you, sir. Thanks for that. And as a general evaluator, I had a small observation, Toastmaster Rameshan sir, but I felt like really emotional when you went out of the way, being an first-time evaluator, but you wanted to support the fellow Toastmaster in the every best possible way as an evaluator, so thereby she improves upon her. So now I am speaking as a club member, so it was a very heartening feel, sir. So a reflection of your experience for the session.
Thank you very much, for Bala, for that nice words. Actually, yeah, I really enjoy always enjoy the Mind Academy, this Toastmasters Club. But sometimes the time it doesn't permit me to fully involve in this in all this type of activities. Sometimes my response will be slow, and it will take some time because of my own priorities, So anyway, I really enjoy being with all this team, and I see that I find that always we are improving. Means the quality of the speeches and the different the topic of the speeches. We have a very variety of speeches, variety of topics, and that's a good sign of improvement. And I think overall, yeah, we are on a right path actually. Yeah, that is what I feel. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. You have never made us feel that you're busy, sir. Whenever we needed, you were always there. Thanks for that support, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So moving on next to the first time table topic master for the evening. Madam Toastmaster Soumya, you did your first time task to perfection as always. Ma'am, your reflections about the session for the evening, ma'am.
Really, thank you for the opportunity as the TT master, and I have touched base in all the roles as of now, so that's a great thing. So I feel satisfied today because I have completed all the roles and I have learned something from it. And regarding TT, I have to mention that all the speakers tonight who they themselves had they themselves put them in front for the TT speeches. They had very good speaking skills too, and I hope Shakambari and Deepak obviously in the next session he will become the member, and Shakambari soon she'll become the member of our club. So, and all the speakers tonight was very awesome, and as every time the speeches were of a different aspect, and everyone did their roles in a perfect manner, and I think that much is if we start saying about our club, there is a lot more to say, and you know about me, if I start I will never stop. So that's it for now. Thank you.
I wanted to add one more thing. I'm happy to see our screen filled with our members. Yeah.
And Bill Gates also.
Yeah. Bill Gates rocks.
You never know, ma'am.
Screenshot of that,
Yeah.
You never know, ma'am. Maybe he will join us too. Hopefully.
He's already joined, looks like. He'll teach us a thing or two, looks like.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Soumya, for being so sportive and being a great support for the whole team. Thank you, and looking forward for the future support. And as you rightly said, we will be having more and more people joining us in the midst. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you once again. So next in pack is we have our energetic TMOD for the evening. So how was it? Because you are in my grid. I'm going through by grid.
First of all, this is not my first TMOD role, actually. I did it in my other club, Empower. But actually, the set is very different. As in, there are so many changes that I had noticed between. That's why I kept asking, which I'm very grateful for. VP Education and Bala Uncle. I kept on asking them, is it this way? Is it that way? Is it this way? Should I be doing that? Is it okay? And they were very helpful, always there. Bala Uncle is there 24/7, by the way. And I still remember day before yesterday or something, he told me something at 11:59, and I texted him back when I woke up at 2, because I wake up at 9 times. So I woke up and I texted him back, and immediately or sometime later I got the response. So I'm like, does he have no sleep? I don't know. So the thing is that I always, whenever I come to Mind Academy, I feel like I'm home, and home is where I feel like I can talk to anybody and ask anybody for help. And I feel like it's the quality of the members that make you feel like you're, part of a family more than anything. And maybe it's also because I know most of you from like a long time back. Watching all of you. I'm looking at Meera auntie when I'm saying that actually right now. because I've known them the longest. So maybe it's that, I don't know, but I feel like it's the quality of the members of Mind Academy Toastmasters Club. And it's always a pleasure joining this club. And also being the TMOD, I'm so happy with their signees. I loved the TT session today. And I love that when I asked VP Education, I asked Murli uncle, who's going to be I couldn't get anyone for general evaluation. He's like, Bala will do it. I already asked him to do it. So I was like, okay, fine. He's up for anything. Now I have nothing to worry about. So I was like, should I ask him? He's also the presiding officer. But he was ready. So I was also happy with that. And I'm so glad I got to ask DTM Murli Krishnan to be our grammarian and word master. I really wanted to, because we got DTM Anit to do it. So I wanted DTM Murli Krishnan. I wanted to hear how he would do it too, because that would be a very good note for us. And that was really nice. And by the way, Vijitanti sent me the introduction. So when he said, thank you for the nice introduction, I was looking at her. Thank you for the introduction. And I hope I can be a very positive contributor to this club, and that we can stay as a family forever. There is a concept of forever. And that's all. Thank you, President Bala, for this opportunity.
You are always family. Thank you, Dulcet Toastmaster Gauri, for that detailed explanation. Your energy is more than enough that can rub on the remaining team, and that will pull them in shape. Thank you for being that energy pack for the session, Madam Toastmaster Gauri Warrior. So the next in line is Toastmaster Viju Raghavan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bala.
Thank you, sir.
Let me first of all congratulate two personalities. First of all, it is our new member, Manu, Toastmaster Manu. Welcome to our family. It's a great opportunity for all of us be associated with Manu, because we have seen a couple of sessions how he was performing as a TT speaker, or during the debate session, how he was leading the debate. In fact, he turned the debate session very well. So we got a quality person with our team. Congratulations first.
Thank you, Vijay.
Thanks. Thank you. Secondly, our Madam Toastmaster of the day, Gauri, was performing extremely well. It was a very good session. Thank you very much. And if you look overall, just like quality is one matter, always that is matter, that people attracted to our club very perfectly when they see the quality, because a lot of new clubs are coming. How do we maintain our quality is very important. So that is one attraction. And the other thing is today, let us clap once again. It's a big round of applause to our evaluators. Our own evaluators were doing extremely well, especially Meera Madam. So you have done a perfect evaluation of quoting GE Chisio, Jack Lush, and all this. It's extremely good. And you gave me the right feedback. I was trying to maintain the timing, but I couldn't. I failed in that. This is the third time I am failing. So at least in next speech, I hope I will be able to maintain the time. So it's a good learning for me. Time management. You gave the right feedback. It's a good thing. And happy to see all of you are actively still remaining here. That is the association of our family. Otherwise, what half of the members will be left of seeing the time. So that is the association. Thank you all. I am also very much happy to be associated with this team. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Your time is it was very close. It was just 9 seconds. I think next time it's going to be under the limit. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
So next, I would like to listen from the man of the moment, the induction officer. Your speech experience and the induction experience and overall progress. Toastmaster Mohammed, sir.
Thank you, Bala sir. Thank you. It's a very good opportunity to speak, actually. As I said earlier, we are waiting for the break. Once the speech, once the program's over, we can chit chat. That moment is really interesting. And you are giving an opportunity now to speak about what exactly, from the last 11 meetings. I can see a lot of improvement in everybody, actually. It's really very good. Even I feel myself, I had a lot of shy and a lot of problems for speaking in front of audience at the beginning. I feel myself that I can speak something in front of someone. That itself is a great thing actually. And I see everyone, like, I can approach everyone to get some support. Like we individually communicate with everyone and get the responses. Normally in the company, we communicate with the people, we understand immediately that some kind of negligence, some kind of difficulties, some communications, so those barriers we don't feel here actually in this family. That give a very good, like a kind of an opportunity to communicate with everyone. That's also very good. And we feel it's like a one single family. And I really welcome Mr. Manu. Manu is a very potential guest actually. Now he's become a member. I really welcome him actually. And especially now Mr. Deepak is being confirmed that he will be joining with us. It's also a very good sign. And his talk today, we seem that he is very good person. He can communicate very well and can utilize our fraternity in a better way. And all other members like Ms. Rima ma'am, she really interested to join, but she got some problem that she could not join. But she will be joining definitely very soon. And many other new members. We have today. I have invited almost 14 people, but the people who attended today, that I don't know, that is being invited by somebody else from our family, which is really good. I really need to appreciate the team who've been supporting to invite the new guests for every program. It's really good. Ramaswamy, Shakampari, sorry, then Tanikavel. So those people. And Faisan and Yanin, they are our guests actually. They are our neighbors. So they told they will be joining. But last time they joined. This time they could not because they were out actually. And Mr. Bapu is a public support team. He's too many jobs he's handling. That is the reason he could not attend. But every time we call and tell that, thank you very much for inviting, but I could not participate due to some reason. That's the reason every time I'm inviting him, but he is not able to join or talk. Anyway, it's a great going. Today I have noticed our timer, that Jubail Krishna. He excellently done his job. It was very good. And I had a plan to put my daughter Hadil, but she had a tuition. Still, tuition is going on. So she could not come actually. Anyway, that got a good chance for Jubail Krishna to attend today. It was a good thing to witness actually. Altogether, it is a great thing actually. I really happy to continue going on. Now I have a confidence that I can take up and do some kind of some activities. Earlier I was afraid that whether I can do it or not. Those confidence has been gained within this last 12 meetings. It's excellent. Balasan support is outstanding. I really want to tell you, Murli and all other people, DTM, Murli, Vijitana, all are excellent actually. And I'm really blessed to be the member of this club. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Always a pleasure working with around you, sir. Thank you. So next to the senior Jyoti ma'am here. Ma'am, if we listen from one energy pack, we move on to the next energy pack. Your reflections on thoughts, ma'am.
I have my father and my mother here.
Namaskaram,
Actually,
Namaskaram, sir.
I didn't understood what's going on with my mother. She has a little bit of old age problems. So he was confused to see us all dressed up in the night, and so she panicked a little bit. That she thought we were going somewhere. Anyway, he just came to wish you all hello.
Hello.
Hi, uncle. Namaskaram.
All the best.
Thank you, uncle.
മുരളിയെ ചോദിക്കണേ സുഖല്ലേ എന്ന് അച്ഛനോടന്നെയാ അച്ഛൻ കാണുന്നത് ബാലനെയാണ് Actually, we could have added him also if it was about 10 years ago or something. He's an excellent communicator. He's worked with Britishers mostly, like companies. So he's interested in all this. About Mind Academy, what to say? Like after coming back, after returning to India, I told Vijita also once that I don't think I'll have free time as I'm in Saudi, so I will not be joining in every meeting. But I don't think I can resist, that when you announce the date and the programs, I just can't resist myself but to join. But I think I will not be speaking until I come back to Saudi. I'll take up assignments. And as I told, I haven't been a timer till now. So I want to try that. Yes.
You're busted on.
Mind Academy, yes, it's part of the family. So I always enjoy being here. Actually, I was worried when I didn't see Meera or hear from her last time. So it's so good to be back.
Yeah.
And the sessions were very good. I think when the other Toastmasters, when they're progressing a little bit ahead of us, it's really helping us to know, what is coming up next. That's really helpful when they are doing the next levels, the next projects in the level 2. All the presentations are so good, so we can get an idea about what we are supposed to do. Like it's reading things and getting to know. Better than that is somebody who's leading ahead. So Vijita is already there, and I think the rest of them also. Thank you so much for that.
Finishing level 1. You completed level 1.
Yeah, I finished my level 1. Yes.
And many other subjects.
I think 3 of them, I guess, ma'am.
Toastmaster Mehul, Toastmaster Ramesh, and Mirchichi, I think 1 speech is left. Not finished. Oh, 1 speech is left.
Yes.
Jyoti madam has finished. Irshad sir already finished. Murli Rao also already finished. So good. And Soumya finished, right? Last time?
Yes.
Soumya last time finished. Yes, Soumya finished last time.
Yeah, I also finished.
Yeah, all of us are going shoulder to shoulder. Good, that's great. Keep up that.
And before I stop, welcome Manu to the group. You were such a good teammate last time. But I think next time we won't get a chance to be in the debate because all others are waiting.
We will try, ma'am. We will try to
Over to you,
accommodate.
President. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We will try to accommodate as much as possible. Thereby, we give maximum chances for
The whole club into 2 teams.
Yeah, we'll try, ma'am. Why not?
No speeches at all.
We will try, Madam Toastmaster. That is something which is in our thought process for sure. We will come out something to make sure that we have a lively session for sure. Thank you, ma'am.
Once in a while, yeah.
Sure, ma'am. Next to my man Friday, when I'm in stress, I call up this gentleman and I load off my stress. And he listens to everything with patience and says, okay, come on, we'll pull it up. Don't worry. Toastmaster Murli Rao, sir. Your reflections about the session, sir.
Good evening, everyone. So it's what to say. I mean, it's almost like a family now. So it was a good session, even though I guess we had our set of challenges. So I'll not get straight away in that. But I think it has this session, probably the 12th session of Mind Academy has taught me a lot of stuff. So one is perseverance, pushing, and President Bala knows what I'm talking about. So that's related to the messages that Kauri Warrior was receiving late in the night. So, so I guess it's a small club, and we are trying to support each other. And really, a lot of people who have covered their level once again, congratulations. It's really a pleasure. And as we move towards the competition, I guess we should pull up our socks. We should really start working for that, because I can tell you about my own speech. I got 2 of my dentures removed a couple of days back, and yesterday I played Garba to my full. So today was like kind of, I was a little shaky and all, but I would say that Mind Academy has taught me to focus. And really, if I really put my head together, it's all possible. I understood that. So thank you. Each one of you is a teacher to me here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, and likewise as well. And you said a very key word, which I'll take it to the next, special person for the whole club. Focus. When it comes to focus, our club mentor, Madam Toastmaster Vijita, is the right person when we say focus, because she focuses on the specifics where many might miss, because it's the whole club's reputation at stakes, and she puts her focus there and helps us to move in the right direction. Ma'am, a word or two from you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. President. Once again, good evening, everyone. It was a wonderful meeting as usual. I enjoyed all the speeches. The TT session was just awesome. The guests, they did so well, even though they were attempting for the first time. Our evaluators, they need a big round of applause. Many of them doing it for the first time. And it's just lovely to see how we are growing and also supporting others in the at the same time. So it's we are all growing together. We are all learning from each other. So it's a great club, and it's the teamwork and the feeling of family that we get in this club that's unique to the club. I hope that we keep the spirit going. We stand up for each other whenever and wherever it's possible. And I know that this club is set for many more accolades and greater heights to conquer in the future. Under the leadership of Balasubramaniam, I must say we are in the right direction for sure. We're all there. We are going on the right path. So let's hope we reach our milestones, our personal milestones, the milestones of our club, all at the same time. Over
Thank
to
you,
you.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for that. With all your mentoring and directions, I think we will be heading up there, ma'am. Next to the gentleman who's always been the voice of, the soul for this whole club. Sir, you were not at the last of the screen, but I just wanted to hear you from the last, so thereby, we take the message with all sincerity. Over to our club sponsor, DTM Murlikishan, sir.
Thank you, President, Mr. Bala. Before I start, let me announce you that Mr. Bill Gates is there with us and he is selling Windows. So those of you who want to avail this opportunity is very much live with us. Thank you for joining the Mind Academy Toastmasters Club.
His messages are so humorous.
So let me start with that. Last time we said about we have been moving from foundation stage to the expansion stage, and yes, it's indeed great that we are on that ride again with inducting Toastmaster Manu. Manu, I'm so happy to introduce you as Toastmaster Manu Harihar. Congratulations for starting your journey on this very auspicious day. Wish you a very fantastic and very edutainment journey, I would say, in this Toastmastering affairs. Thank you, Manu. And coming to our club, three keywords come to my mind, and that's quality, variety, and energy. Quality because of its sheer quality of members. Variety, if you see our screen, where else you can see a 6th grader and Ramesh Etan sitting in the same screen? That is give a round of applause for that wide variety of people, and all of us fall in between those two brackets. And not only that, if you see, we had a lot of variety things which happened today. One about the program, about the speeches, from travel to food to leadership to know who you are. Then coming to the first timers, we have last meeting, induction ceremony happened for 2 of the Toastmasters. Both of them took their role, Toastmaster of the day, Madam Toastmaster Gauri, and Toastmaster Viju giving his first speech. Again, a lineup of first-time evaluators, all the evaluators evaluating from our club again. And there is also one unique thing which happened. First-time couple evaluations being done by Ramesh Etan and Meeraj Ji. So those are all the variety stuffs happening. And indeed, that's a key which makes us different from all others. And of course, great job by Toastmaster. I would say Toastmaster Krishna instead of Gavalier Krishna, because he has shown that kind of. Yesterday,
Krishna, you can put your video on, Krishna.
Yeah, Krishna, please put your video on. Yesterday, when I was, I was in another meeting. I was chatting with. I wanted to speak to Bala, and he said, "I am in a training session, sir." So, what kind of training? I am training a driver. He said at night 11 o'clock. So, thank you, Toastmaster Krishna, for that job well done, and thanks Bala for that training. So I think we need to have those kind of trainers for other sessions as well. Sure. Now, moving forward, yeah, great that we have seen. Thanks to Toastmaster Deepak, Madam Shakampari, that Anigavale and Ramaswamy for joining all the way from different parts of the world. I think Some of them are from India, some are from here. Thanks for joining us. And the efforts of VP membership and his team is very much visible. And I'm happy that we are able to induct 2 members last meeting. Today we inducted Toastmaster Manu, and I see a list of people. Next meeting we have Toastmaster Mr. Deepak getting inducted, and then I'm sure that we are going to have many more members getting benefit of this wonderful program called Toastmasters, and we will also be getting help from those new members joining us, where we can together learn and grow. Apart from that, now as we mentioned last time, now there is a good news for all of us from Toastmasters International. If you have paid your membership, our second path is free. There are 2 paths. So first path they already gave us for free. The second path, earlier it was $20, but now those of you who have registered will get the second path free as well. And our mentor has already selected her for second path as well. So I urge all of you to go and select it before they take out this offer.
Make use of this offer.
Make use of this offer. A word of caution, first path, maybe you would have listened here and there and selected your path. But second path, try to understand, because we have time, try to understand what it is, go through the projects and select the one that suits you the best. Apart from that, I have one more announcement to take. As you know, I'm the Program Quality Director for Division D. And Division D, we are going to have 8 mega events for this term. And probably 3 key events is, one is we are going to conduct a unique program for youth. That's what always Mind Academy stand for. And our President Toastmaster Bala is going to lead that activity as event chair. So congratulations, Bala, and wishing you all the best.
Thanks for the opportunity, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Bala, for the support. And also we are going to have 2 specific days, and we call it knowledge days. So these two events, what we are planning to do is to take Toastmasters beyond the 4 walls of Toastmastering. So anything other than communication and leadership, you will see there. It's all about personality enhancement, personality development, and things like that. So this will be throughout the year. I think the first one will be in January, and I'm happy that our mentor DTM Anit is going to lead the first event in January for the knowledge pathway. I saw DTM Anit here, but I think he left. So yes, congratulations, Anit, for that. Yeah, he left, I think. And the second one that will be in January, and the second one will be in June. So those are the 3 unique events. Others are like mentoring workshop. We are also going to come up with a pathway workshop, where we will be talking about the nuances of different paths and how to do it online and things like that. So that will also be beneficial for all of us. So we will come back with the dates and other details. So my request is for all of you to please make the best use of those workshops. So with that note, once again, wishing you all the very best. As our VP Education was mentioning, challenges will always be there, but nothing is impossible. So have our focus, and it's all about learning and growing. Nothing is right or nothing is wrong. It's all about you having that attitude to move forward. So let's all move forward. Over to you, Bala.
Thanks a lot, sir. With your support and guidance and mentoring, for sure we will be moving forward in the right direction, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Krishna, if you are there and around, can you just share a small thought about you, how you felt the whole session, Krishna? Did you enjoy the whole process? How did you feel so far?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, okay. Time of Bill Gates. How did you find the whole session?
I cannot say anything because I did not understand most of the part.
God, so frank.
Honesty.
His honesty.
Yeah, okay. How did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy the whole process of being a timer, Krishna? Did you learn something?
Yes, I learned that you have to be quick when you're being a timer.
Excellent.
Yes. Great.
Thank you for
you have to
supporting.
teach me for the next time, okay? Next meeting.
Question to
Krishna to learn.
Master Krishna.
Okay.
Any advice to those who overshooted the time and got disqualified?
Krishna.
Yes, I did not understand what I did.
Murli uncle is asking, do you have any advice for the people who have overshooted, who have crossed the time? Do you want to suggest something to them?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Be short and concise so you don't lose the challenge.
Oh, wow.
Very good, very good.
Excellent message, Mr. Krishna Pramod.
Distinguished Toastmaster.
That means you understood. That means you completely understood.
Actually, midway, initially, I should say one thing. Till the table topics, he was like, continuously was in touch with me, asking about certain things. When it came to evaluation, he said, "Now I understood. Thank you. Leave me alone." Thank you, Krishna, for being a sport. Thank you.
Yeah.
With that note, I have one quick announcement to be made with the permission of the Mind Academy founder director. So moving forward from the next session, we are going to have our club meetings in Mind Academy's own conferencing software. So that itself is a great milestone moment for us as a team. So I guess. So
explain what is it.
Yeah, we are going to have our own Mind Academy's session. No more of Zoom. We can have our own platform where we can do this meeting. Jyoti ma'am, I guess this was something which we were discussing long back, which we said we may not be immediate, but it will be taken care of.
Wow.
Yes, I have an offer for everyone.
We will come to that offer in a moment's time, Mr. Krishna Pramod. Just stay tuned with us for a few more minutes, if you don't mind. So that was the message I thought I should be conveying to the team. And also I had a quick update from the area director that the area contest may be sometime in February. So I guess VP Education, we can schedule our club contests accordingly. So thereby we can give enough time for the contest preparators to prepare themselves for the club as well as the area contests as well. So with that note, I shall move forward. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, in his 4 Pillars of Success address, refers perseverance as the 4th, final and important pillar to attain success in life. Easier said than done. The journey intended with Toastmastering is to attain success. To be successful, a persevered action is an inevitable essentiality. So we, the Mind Academy Toastmasters and respected guests, let us take a pledge today. You may say, I will win when I say. My tasks may be tiresome, but I'm certain I will win.
I will win.
My resources may dry, but I am sure I will win.
I will win.
My drive may dwindle, but I assure myself I will win. My journey may be tough, but I know for sure I will win. Together we can and we will win. Mind Academy Toastmasters club members for sure. Till the time we get back and on another evening with another exciting set of speakers and workshop, stay safe, stay healthy. The meeting, if there is nothing much to be discussed, shall be adjourned.